Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a nice holiday season. For today's video, I decided to do a fan art of Wednesday Addams. This is the newest version of Wednesday that you can see on the Netflix show, portrayed by Jenna Ortega. Funny enough, I actually haven't had time to sit down and watch the whole show, but I feel like I've already seen everything because I've seen spoilers already from TikTok and Instagram. But if you've watched the show and you enjoyed it, let me know if I should still watch it, even though I feel like I already know what's going on. Okay, now let's talk about the drawing a little bit. I always get questions on what program and what brushes I use, so I'm using Procreate on the iPad Pro, and I always use an Apple Pencil. And for the brushes, I'm actually obsessed with this sketchy brush that I bought from a different artist. I'll tag her down below. And then for the coloring and rendering that you're gonna see here in a little bit, I use pretty much a round brush, and then I use my own hair brush set that I made. I use that set for pretty much everything besides just hair. So if you're interested in checking that out, the link will be in the description below. The brushes are available on both Etsy and Gumroad. So I don't know what it was about this drawing. I did have a bit of a difficulty trying to fix the face in the beginning, as you can see, with moving around. And I always use the liquify tool to make sure everything is in place. But besides that little struggle at the beginning, I really enjoyed this portrait here. I wasn't sure if I was going to color it at first, but I'm really glad that I did because I really like how it ended up looking. Okay, now for the background, I didn't know what I was gonna do exactly, but I really love this texture that I pretty much just stumbled upon. That kind of ends up looking like a watercolor texture, almost. So how I get this effect, you're gonna go to Liquify under the adjustment tab. And then once you're there, you're gonna hit the modes and you're gonna go to Crystal. And then you're gonna have your settings like mine here on the screen, and as you can see, it kind of like expands everything out and it gives it this nice watercolor effect. So the reference I chose for this drawing is when she's at the dance. So the colors are a lot darker and bluer, which at first I didn't really know how to approach it, but I figured out I was just gonna place all the base colors separately and then on a multiply layer on top, color it blue. That way it all looks cohesive. And I think that was the best way to color it. So this is now my second time drawing Wednesday, and later on in this video will be my third. And I really honestly like drawing her. Like sometimes I have to force myself to sit down and draw. But when it came to drawing Wednesday, even though this was the second and the third time, I had no problem drawing her again. And actually for the third drawing that you're gonna see here in a bit, I was originally gonna draw her with Enid, but I really didn't like how she looked, so I just ended up adding her to this drawing here. Another challenge for me with this drawing was getting the skin to look right. Like I didn't want her to look dead, but I also didn't want her to look too warm since it's Wednesday. So I really picked those blue shades to kind of shade the darker shadows like in the inner corner of her eyes and below her nose. But I also added a bit of blush to her cheeks and the tip of her nose. So that helped with adding more life to her face. And I think that worked pretty well. Adding the lighting was probably my favorite step of this whole drawing. The lighting for this picture is coming from behind her, so you can really see those flyaways stand out. And I just pretty much created another layer on top of the hair layer and set it to the screen mode and just picked a really light color. And adding these stray flyaways really helps make the hair look more realistic. Here's that other drawing I was talking about. At first I wasn't going to include it, but the page looked kind of empty just with one drawing, so I added her anyways, and it ended up looking really good. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my rendition of Wednesday. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And let me know in the comments below if there are other characters that you think I should make more fan art of. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you for being here and watching all the way to the end. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.